what about the things that he recommends that we give thanks for?
Well, on the one hand, he turns this holiday, which was a harvest holiday to begin with, clearly into a political holiday. And so our thanks are first and foremost to the nation that we have and to God Almighty for giving us the blessings that we have in our nation, being able to establish it and being able to perpetuate it. And secondly, he seems to turn the citizenry toward God for the blessings and the structure of what he first gives thanks for and then what you pray for. The structure is past, present, and future. And so he turns the citizenry toward God for the blessings, past, present, and future.
Yeah. Let's stay with the blessings for a little longer. Amy suggests that he's taken what is a natural holiday and made it a political holiday. You both agree?
Yeah, it seems to me the harvest element drops out entirely.
This proclamation was issued after 13 years of intense activity, a war which looked like it was going to be lost from month to month. The dissolution of the original Constitution, the Confederation, the construction of a new Constitution, the creation of a new political order. This was an extraordinarily intense period, and in some sense, everything was political. But there had been this amazing issue of this new Constitution and this new president, and everything had sort of fallen into place, and it did seem miraculous. And so for Washington to say that this is the occasion to take a tradition, which was the harvest time of Thanksgiving, to give thanks for what is the most important thing to all of us, not just me as the president. I think he's speaking for the nation and probably accurately reflecting the views of a lot of people. The language I find the language very interesting. So he has some biblical cadences and he has some constitutional cadences. His emphasis is very much on the great blessings of this new constitutional order. And when he talks about, he has very few references to things that are purely private and personal, but every one of them is derivative from the Constitution. Civil and religious liberty, for example, the progress of science. So it is strongly political, but it came at a time that is probably the most intensely political time of our whole history.
And the very fact that he turns our attention to God and to providence seems to me that makes this utterly enduring. In fact, it reflects the insight of a wise man who once said, "No gods, no city."